welcome back to She's in Her Apron. How are ya? I put the jean shirt over this shirt today like I had on in yesterday's vlog. I only wore it for a couple hours and I was like, oh, I'm gonna put that back on. I like it. I am just making lunch. It is Thursday and Shaylee and I are having lunch. Huh? Shaylee's having a ham sandwich. I just toasted up some bread. I wasn't gonna film a day in the life today. I was just gonna do a straight on sit down Q&A video because wowzer, there's like over 140 questions on my Instagram picture. So, but I have a church activity that I am putting together tonight for the sisters, and so I have a lot to do to finish getting ready, and I want to get my house clean. And I didn't get to do all of our night routine last night, and so I just want to get the house cleaned, my lesson done, cleaned. So, and I thought if I do a sit down Q&A, that's just gonna take my day. So I'm gonna roll your the Q&A in with today's video. How about that? Okay, so right now, because I am starving, I'm making a sandwich. And what I did was, I put 2 pieces of bread, oh this is hot, together, okay, and put it in one spot in the toaster so that way both sides of my bread get toasted, but the middle stays soft, and I am putting ham in there and tomato and goodness. So let's answer your questions while I make my lunch. And my battery is fully charged so it won't die on me like it did yesterday. I was like, oh, come on. Ken 2002 Betty asks, do you still do Norwex? I was curious about becoming a consultant. I still do Norwex. I just keep my current customers as happy as much as I can. I'm really not growing a team. If you'd like it to be a consultant, I would suggest right now signing up under somebody else, but right now I can't. Just being a leader right now is just one more ball that I can't juggle. But Norwex is awesome, the company's awesome, the product is awesome, an awesome direct sales company, but it's just not something that I'm actively in right now just because it's one more ball. But I love Norwex, so if you want to go for it, I'm telling you, it is a great company to work for and you will go far, and it's a great opportunity. So yeah, it's just She's in Her Apron is growing so much right now, and so much opportunities coming right now that I'm focusing on She's in Her Apron and not my Norwex business right now. And that's where my heart is being pulled. So I go where my heart is being pulled. But I love Norwex, and everyone in it is awesome. I love my girls. I love the people I've met. I'm seriously, Norwex is awesome. But just don't sign up under me because I don't have the time to put into it right now, and I want you to succeed. Nana Lynn 4 asks, have you ever been down south? You know, when people say the south, I think they refer to like Florida, Tennessee, Louisiana, Arkansas, like that south, right? The furthest south I've been is like Southern California, New Mexico, and Texas, and Florida. But I have not been to Louisiana. I've not been to Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, Mississippi. No, and I want to. I would love to. But maybe not in the summer because the humidity is horrible and my body does not do well with humidity. Oh no. I went to Florida with Derek on a business trip. I joined him on it a few years ago, and I actually vlogged it. I went to Disney World for the first time by myself, and then Derek met up with me. That was a fun trip. Ooh, the humidity was not nice to me. I like ballooned up. Oh my gosh. So I'd like to visit, just not in August. Wowza. I've always wanted to go to Tennessee.
I got a sandwich.
Good girl. Ooh, a ham sandwich with tomato and pepper. Oh my gosh, that looks good. Nan Arthur asks, like you, I'm turning 40 this fall. Cool. What are your plans for the big 4-0? Well, I don't know. I know what I'd like to do, but Derek said he had something in motion, so I'm not sure what he has up his sleeve. But what I would like to do, honestly, I wanted to do it for my 30th, but I had Boston. Is I want to go to Graceland. As much as I want to go to Italy, but one, I don't have my passport yet, so I really need to get my passport. So I really want to go to Italy, but for reality right now, I want to go to Graceland. I've always wanted to go to Graceland. I love Elvis. I'm a huge Elvis fan. I don't know where this obsession, why. I was 11 or 12 when the obsession started. Don't know, but I absolutely adore the man. He's beautiful. I love his music. I know, it's crazy. Little thing about me, if you didn't know, I love Elvis. And I've always wanted to go to Graceland. So, if that were to come through, and if that's what Derek's working on, I will be so happy. I'll be happy with whatever he's doing. But, I really want to go to Graceland. I do. And now you know, Kimmy is a huge Elvis fan. Proud of it. Nana Mary Ann asks, how many siblings do you have? I have 4. I have 3 brothers and 1 sister. My sister Ashley I've talked about on the vlogs before. She is amazing. She has 3 girls and she's getting married this fall. Let's see. My older brother Jerry, we are 16 or 18 months apart. Yeah, one of those. And he's awesome. We are very close. He has 2 cute little kids. And then I have Seth, and then Seth has 2 cute boys, and then my brother Ben, who's single and stinking cute. He is the spitting image of Boston. It's like Boston and Ben were supposed to be twins, and Boston missed the bus and didn't go down with Ben, and now there's Boston years later, oh yeah, I missed that boat. So it's hysterical. There's pictures of those 2. And they are, I mean, it's like the same person. It's crazy. And even though you look at pictures of Derek when Derek was younger, I mean, Boston looks like Derek, but you see my brother Ben and it's like, hello, twin. I'm going to eat this beautiful sandwich and then back to your questions. Hey guys. Okay, so now I am just working on filling these cute buckets that I got from the Dollar Tree. They're in the wedding section, and yeah, they're 3 tablespoon tins. They're really little buckets. They're going with our activity. So, look how cute they are. It'd be cute for Easter, little things. I was thinking if they would fit in my devil egg holder, but they don't. All right, so transferring these to the church, I'm putting it on my cake pan with this lid. That way I can make them, and I'm gonna see if this works. I'm gonna fill these buckets with some leftover, what is this stuff? I don't even know. Is there a name for it? A shredded confetti paper, I think. Let's get back to answering your questions. Oh my gosh, you guys, I woke up with the biggest zit right here. Oh, and it hurts too. Not happy. Oh well. Okay, from Natasha Leek asks, hi Kimmy. Hello. Do any of your kids play instruments? You and hubby? P.S. Love your pie videos. You inspired me to start my own. Oh, cool. Okay. No. Next question is from my girl Jana. Who is your favorite Louisiana girl? You. Miss Dove 54 asks, speaking of budgets, do you have a separate one for groceries? Does it vary, and is it easier on the budget to go weekly or monthly? Okay, so we do have a budget for our family. So we're a family of 6, and I budget about $800 to $1,000 a month, but we usually are right at $800. I keep it open for $1,000 because of those months where, in the summer, when we're doing cookouts and family part, we're contributing more and cooking more in the summer. So I like to have a little bit more for that. And then during the holidays where the food budget goes up higher. And that counts to like all my food storage. So it'll go into 1,000 a month when I am buying at a K-slot sale or getting a big Zaycon Fresh order or doing a big Costco haul. So, but it's usually every month average when I'm not shopping like that, 800 a month for our family of 6. And that's household needs too, so that's for the month, but I try not to spend more than $200 a week on that stuff, so that helps. Sarah Mitchell 09 asks, in our recent video, you all talked about having an additional child. Is this something you are actually considering, or was it just the joke that you always say you have 5 kids? Well, I did answer this question in yesterday's video, but no, we're not having any more kids. But it's true that when people have asked me how many kids do I have, no joke, there have been several occasions where I have said 5. And then I'm like, whoa, 4. I think this is gonna work. I could transfer all the cups like that. So woo! Stamped FM Heart asks, do your teens have phones? Do you check up on how they are using them / read their texts? Jonah, he doesn't have a phone. He had an iPod Touch. Notice I said had. And we were constantly checking. But Derek has found some really cool tools that you could download where you could be checking what they're doing. And we're going to actually be doing a separate video on this. But periodically we do check phones, not to be snoopy, but you know what? It's a privilege to have a phone. Like, they don't have to have a phone. We didn't grow up with phones. Like, it's a privilege. And we need to know that they're being safe and wise with it. Now, other video I said when we turn off Callie's phone. What I meant by that was we turn off apps and stuff. Because a lot of you were like, oh my gosh, what if she needs to call? Or, you know, we don't turn off our phone, no. When she's out and stuff, no. But when she comes home, like, we could control what she can't do. Like, can't get on any social media or Netflix or anything and use up her data. And she can't FaceTime because she likes to have her phone on her at night for her music. Well, we don't like having electronics in the bedroom. But by doing this, she can't get on anything because it won't turn on. We could set timers on it. And yeah, so that way she can have her phone, listen to her music on it, and have it as her alarm clock. But we're going to talk more. We're going to do a video on this. And Derek's going to explain what he put on her phone and things like that. But yeah, but we don't like sit there and read her texts or anything. Unless it's with a boy and we're concerned and she knows that. In fact, when Callie was 14, we had her sign a contract when she got her phone. And we made her sign it and we signed it. And I'm actually going to show this on another video. And I think it's going to be on that same video we're doing with Derek. And I'll show you the contract that we found online, had her sign and we signed. Yeah, when she got her phone. And in fact, I recorded it, but I don't know. That is like from a long time ago. I'd have to really dig to find that footage, but yeah. So when I said that time in the video, shut off her phone, I meant turn off all her apps and things. So Kinder Grows says, hi Kimmy, love your vlogs. Thank you. Could you please raffle some of your aprons? Would love that. I thought about that. I've actually thought about giving away some of my aprons that you've seen in vlogs and things. A lot of my aprons are sweet gifts from you guys, and of course I'm not giving those away, but the ones that I have purchased and things, yes. I have thought about that, and I'm trying to think of a way to do it, so, and when to do it. So yeah, I've thought about that. From Keys 38, I would also like to know how you cope with anxiety and panic attacks, because it is extremely difficult, and I would appreciate any tips you have. Well, there was one day my anxiety was really bad. I had to have Derek come up from behind me and like squeeze me, give me like a hug from behind, because I literally felt like I was jumping out of my skin, and I just had to have him hold me. and I breathe through it. And but a lot of the time, just to cope, I have to be alone, and I have to be alone, and it has to be quiet, and I take away anything that will stimulate my brain. Like, I will shut off the TV, I will turn off my phone, and I'll just lay there and like fiddle with something in my hands. You know, I was like, I laid down in bed. It was last Sunday, this past Sunday after church, when this really bad panic attack happened. Like, it was anxiety, but it morphed into something else, and I could not calm it down. So I took my my meds, and because sometimes it's hard to take my meds. I don't know, unless you have anxiety, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, I know I need to go take them, but then that gives me more anxiety. I don't know, it's really weird. But anxiety is an interesting little monster. But so I laid in bed and I fiddled with this thing I had on my nightstand, and I was just playing with it. Nothing that would stimulate me, like nothing, because I think that just adds to it. And I sat in the quiet for a few hours on my bed and just, and then once I noticed I was calming down, I did grab my phone and played Best Fiends, that game I told you guys about, that app, and that got my mind off of it. And then everything just calmed, and I was good, and I got up. But sometimes we just have to stop. If you can, when you're at home, stop what you're doing and breathe, and just take away anything that's going to make you think and overstimulate your mind. That helps a lot. And I pray. Don't want to put too much in because I'm adding other stuff tonight. Okay, that is good. Don't want to put too much. Yay, and I could transfer it in my cookie pan, my cake pan. I love this thing. I got it from Costco. I love it. Has a section that looks like the devil egg holder, and then it has another section for like your crudité and stuff. Love it. Along with the anxiety thing, this mom's tale asks, what do you do to keep your household afloat when it happens? When I'm in it, there's times, depending on how bad it is, working through it, doing household chores and getting my mind actually like helps calm it. But when it is in full rage, no, you just have to stop what you're doing and take care of you and breathe and focus on something else. But there's times I can't do my housework, and that's okay, because it's always going to be there. It's always going to be there. And I know, like, my house suffers from it too, but and it's hard, but I can't beat myself up for it. This is when I need to be in constant communication with the family and Derek, and be like, look, I'm not doing good right now. I really need help. Can we make sure the kids are on top of their chores, their zones? You know, can you help me? I need help. And it's great, because now when Derek can see that I'm like, whoo, having a moment, or it's starting to manifest, Derek's been really great. He'll take things off my plate. Like, I know that if I walk away from dinner, he's gonna put the dinner in the fridge, and then when I come back, I can do the dishes. And so be in communication with your family and see what things they could take off your plate to help you, and that helps a lot. on makeup today and it just doesn't look it. Maybe I didn't put enough on. Oh well, I'll freshen up before tonight. And then after the church activity, I'm meeting up with Denise and Noelle. I've shared Denise often and Noelle on the vlog once. Yeah, I think I have. And they do a gardening class every Thursday night. And when I can, maybe so far it's been twice a month. Yeah, I'm averaging. I will go meet up with them after and get a bite to eat after their class. So it ends like when the kids are in bed. So it works out really good. So I think I'm gonna meet up with them tonight. So I'll throw some more makeup on. Okay, from Stinkerbell5 says, howdy. Are you planning any trips this year to Disneyland, California? Also, I, like many, would love to see your apron collection. Ooh, okay. I will show the apron collection, but not today, because they are scattered. And there's some in the laundry room. I will show my apron collection. I will get them all collected, and I'll share them with you. How about that? Sound good? No, I don't think so. I don't think we have a trip planned to Disneyland. We are always wanting to go, and we are always looking at like different packages ongoing, but no, we are saving our pennies to go see my sister get married this fall. Kay from Kisses and Hugs Kaiko, oh geez, XOCHYCAL asks, did you go to BYU? No, I did not go to BYU. I went at the time UVSC, and Derek didn't go to BYU either. He went to the University of Phoenix. So he grew up with BYU. He loves BYU. It is his team. From the Nolan family, how do you and Derek plan date night? We honestly just sit down and go, okay, when can we do it? We try to go out at least once a month, but honestly, it's sporadic because our schedules are crazy with the kids and on the weekends and tournaments and things and sports and callings with church activities and things. So honestly, we sometimes, like, Derek will get home from work and we'll be like, what's going on, right? I'm like, nope. Want to hit a 9 o'clock movie? You want to go sneak out and grab a burger? We're like, yeah. And if Callie's home, we'll be like, hey, you mind watching the kids? And we'll sneak out. Now, that is the luxury of having an older child. When she leaves for college, we'll have started all over again, and we'll have to go back to the things we used to do, which was call and plan for a babysitter. So if that is your situation, look at your calendar with your husband and go, okay, this night, this month, let's make it a date night. Go ahead and schedule your babysitter even in a month in advance, and so that you have that date booked out. Now, if you can't get out often, you could say, okay, the first Friday of the month, that is our date night. Or you can say every Friday is our date night. But you just make the time. Derek and I always are looking to get away together, like constantly. Like how can we sneak out? We love the summertime because we'll sneak out in the backyard, lay out a blanket, make out. TMI, but whatever. How do you think my kids got here? So we find the time to be together. We could spend money or not spend money, but yeah, but a lot of our dates, you guys, are sporadic. We're like, hey, let's go out. Let's go right now. Like right now. It's nice. Okay, from Mama Lasser asks, how did you and Derek meet? In fact, I want to do a video on this, but I'm going to give you the very short version because I'm hoping that Derek and I can do a vlog on this and you can hear his side of the story. Okay, Derek and I met when I was 18 and he was 19 at the time, or 20 at that time. He was either 19 or 20. I was 18 and we met in Massachusetts, where I'm from. I met him at church. He was a missionary who served for our church in the Boston Mission, and he served in my ward, my church building, in my city. And so I got to know him through there. We moved out here, we met back up. Gosh, that was in November of 97. Then we started dating in January of 98. got engaged May of 98 and married July 98, and this July will be together 19 years. Holy cow. Yeah, but we're gonna give you the long version because it's funny. This is from Sammy _ Jane 1995. Hi Kimmy, I'm getting braces fairly soon and wondering, as an adult, is it awkward having braces? Having to clean them on the go, etc. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they're a pain in the butt. And it's hard to talk at first. I've had to learn how to move my lips with them. And I know it's annoying for some of you, but so sorry. If it's annoying, don't watch, but it annoys me. So think of how I feel, right? But it's worth it because the work that it's doing. I couldn't do a Invisalign because they had to move my jaw, my overbite, my crossbite, move my jaw a little. And so it is annoying, but worth it. I'm almost done. 2 more months and these babies are off. And so it's like, oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. And so, yeah, our mouth doesn't move like the young kids and teenagers. Our bone is not spongy like theirs is. So it takes a while and it hurts more. You know, it's uncomfortable and it hurts more. I drool like all the time, not gonna lie. That's why like sometimes I go like this, and now that's like a habit. But I did that before I got braces. It's like some weird habit. But like with braces, it's worse. Like I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie. It is a pain, and it's a pain to clean, but a water pick is awesome. Get them. The little tree umbrella sticks things they give you, get them. And yeah, it's a pain. Eating things is a pain, but it's so worth it in the end. Like, I'm almost done. I'm almost done! I'm so happy. Rice is like seriously my enemy right now. Me and rice are like, oof. It gets in everywhere, so. But it'll be worth it. It's only like 1.5 years out of your life. 2 the most. But I didn't have to go 2, so yay. From Jamie PMC asks, planning time for date nights and times with friends without feeling guilty or leaving kids behind with grandparents, etc. Second question, what is your favorite thing to craft? Craft? I'm not very crafty. But if cross-stitching is crafty, then I love to cross-stitch. Love it. Okay, to answer your question, 1, it's normal to have guilt to do anything for yourself as a mom. That's normal, so congratulations for being normal. That's normal to feel guilty, but it's okay because you want to know what? You need time away. You know, you and your husband need time because kids are going to grow up and go, but your marriage is there. When the kids are gone, your marriage is there. So you really have to focus on your marriage and you, and we could get so lost in our mommyhood, but we got to remember that we need to put in as much time and effort with our children as in with our marriage. Like Derek and I, we have our moments, we struggle. Like last night, oh my gosh, like we were talking and like big things that are bothering us, and it's heavy and it's sad and it's like scary, but he came first before my children. And so would I say I put my husband first? Yes, because my kids are going to grow up and go and start their own lives, and what's left is him. So definitely going out on dates, do not feel guilty about that. Girl time, I don't feel guilty going out with friends. I go out with my friends quite a bit. In fact, I didn't realize that I could do this until way into my marriage. The group of friends I had, the old house that we lived in before this one, they were like, hey, we're going out for a girls' night, you want to come? And I was like, we could do that? Like, I could still go out with girls? Like, oh, I guess I can. Like, I just never would have instigated it. I just would not have, like, and so I started having girls' nights with the girlfriends in the neighborhood. And I realized how much I needed that as a mom, to get a break and just remember who I am, because as you grow, you are learning who you are in each stage. I'm a different Kimmy than I was when my kids were small. I'm a different Kimmy than I was in my 30s. I'm entering my 40s. I'm evolving into this new Kimmy that I'm trying to figure out. And who am I? Who am I right now? And so having that time to go out with my girlfriends and talk and unwind and find out who I am and discover me again, it's so important. Now making that a more thing than with your family, there could be a problem, you know. But I do not feel guilty about going out with my friends and enjoying their company. I do so much of my growth out with my girlfriends. I have a great group of girls. It's like I have like 4 different types of friend groups, and some of them merge together, which is awesome when they do, so they get to know each other. But each group that I have, it's like I learn something about myself from each of these women, and they totally lift me up and help me so much. I could not have gone through a lot of the things that I'm going through right now without them. They have brought so much perspective and love for me, and I do not feel guilty. And I know there's been negative comments about me going out a lot on girls' nights. Fine. You can totally disagree, but it has done so much for me and my spirit, and I could come home and do better as a mom and do better as a wife, and I learned so much. A lot of the time, we're not going out drinking and partying. That's not who I am. And so when I go out, the girls, we go out to get a snack, we go to dinner, we'll go see a little show. But I swear, every time we're together, it's like the spiritual awakening where someone says something or something they're experiencing, and we give advice, and it turns into this wonderful, like almost like spiritual experience where it's like, oh my gosh, I needed to hear that, thank you. Or you're able to give something to somebody else to help them. So I do not feel guilty about my girl time at all. Derek gets away as well. He has his guy nights, and he gets out at least once a month. I get out a little bit more than once a month. But he's so great about it, and I'm great about him going out. And we just look at our calendar and see if it'll work, and if it works, great. But and if people make you feel guilty, you know, if a family member or sister or somebody else, and you know, whoever, don't let it get to you. Because if things are good in your 4 walls with the people with you and your husband, and if it's all good, then great, do it. You know, don't let other people make you feel bad about what you're doing. They have their own life. They have their own crap they should be focusing on. I know so many women that like focus in on other women and what they're doing and their wrongs and judging. Oh my gosh, please stop judging. Because you don't know the whole picture. You only know what people want to give you. You don't know the whole picture. You don't know what they're going through. And so getting out and unwinding and being with your friends, and if you can, it feels good. And if you can come back home being better than when you walked out that door, then awesome. Awesome. I encourage girl time. I am a huge advocate of girl time. Here we go. This is from the Family Fudge. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. She has a great channel. I'll leave a link below. She says, love you, Kimmy. Oh, thanks. I'd love to know how you balance YouTube and being a busy mom, especially when you were just starting out on YouTube with your kids were younger. I would definitely use some advice to apply in my own life. Thanks. Well, my kids go to school full time. I mean, they're in school now, all of them. So I have this nice window now instead of 2 hours when Shaylee was just in preschool. So I have more hours in my day to concentrate. The biggest thing that is helping me kind of balance it, and I don't do this good. Ask Derek, I don't do it good. But I'm working on it, and I improve every day, is routines and schedule. You gotta have a routine, you gotta have a schedule. And then I prioritize like my editing and upload, like at least my editing, filming, and the majority of the editing have to be done while the kids are out of the house. Okay, so when they come home from school, I could concentrate on them. Sometimes that doesn't always happen. I have to get it done while they're here. So it's a 50-50 thing, but you just gotta prioritize and create routine, and it helps. Yeah, that's my biggest advice I could give you with anything that you're trying to balance, career and stuff, is routine, schedule, but routine. I don't think I'd be more of a mess if I didn't have my routine. I'm a hot mess. Like, let's not lie, I'm a hot mess. But that's me, that's who I am. And so, but there's things in implements and routines and habits that I'm establishing to help me. So yeah, it's hard with little ones because they take up your time and you gotta focus in with them. Shaylee, I guess I started vlogging when Shaylee was 2. So yeah, routines. Anytime she was napping, ooh, I was cranking out either recording or editing. But I didn't vlog as much as I do now. I post 5 days a week now, but then I was posting maybe once a month, twice a month. And then it moved to 3 times a month, and now it's 5 days a week. So it's all about prioritizing your time and routines. So I hope that helped. I don't know, but that's how I have to do it. So there's no perfect way. There's no perfect way. And family always comes first. Always. Always, always. So, all right, guys, that was my last question for today. Lots more. I got over 100. Now I'm at 120 something left on that thread. So I'm going to keep rolling these comments into the vlogs next week. So stay tuned. There was a really good question in here that I think I'm going to make a Motivational Monday. So stay tuned for that on Monday. So have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. And we will see you soon. Okay, guys. We'll see ya. Bye.